Hey everyone, this is Christopher Brown here again from alphalifestyleacademy.com. Now in today's video, we're going to look at how to create online advertising that sells just like Grant Cardone. So as you can see here, I'm right in the middle of one of his YouTube commercials. We're about 36 seconds in out of a minute and 13-second commercial. And this is just one of his offers. Now, as you can see here, the offer is how I built a $5.5 million business in 90 days, exclusive workshop. It's normally a $1,000 workshop. It's for free. And then you can go ahead and get access to that. And we can click on this button right here and it will take us to his offer page and which we're going to go through here in just a moment. But I want to talk about a couple of different details first of what Grant Cardone is doing and some of the things that and what we can apply from this. Some of these things you might not be able to take advantage of right now because of the resources that you have in your business, but we'll also look at how to, even with a limited budget, how by making some basic modifications inside our enterprise, we'll be able to take advantage of this as well. So one of these things is Grant Cardone, last time I knew, spent $2-3 million a month in advertising. So I do coaching. I'm part of one of their coaching programs, and I have access to some of the different people. And but the one that I'm really most excited about, the one that I'm always sure to attend, is the one with Alan Lazar. So for those of you who don't know, Grant Cardone is the face of the brand, and then he's got this support system. Some of you might be familiar with Jared Glenn and some of those guys, right? So Alan Lazar is the digital marketing guy. He's the guy who builds their sales funnels and their emails and, all of that type of stuff. And yes, he does have a support system as well, but Alan Lazar is the guy that's doing the marketing behind the brand, okay? And just some little background on Alan Lazar. He used to work for Tai Lopez. Many of you are familiar with who he is. But before Tai Lopez, he was working, I believe it was with JP Morgan, if I remember right. But it was some major bank like that. And so Grant Cardone either offered him more money or more perks, and he left Tai Lopez and moved to Miami, Florida, and where he could go ahead and work with Grant Cardone. And Alan Lazar, he's been making about $2 million a year since he was about 19 years old. So I've never asked him, and nobody's asked him that's part of the coaching program, what's your family like? Where'd you come from? Did that have any impact of why you made $2 million a year at such an early age? And he made $2 million a year every year, like clockwork for many, many years. But it wasn't until he started working with Grant Cardone that he started to grow his income. He's in his early 30s now. So, he's been making $2 million a year for the past 10, 12 years. But now that he's working for Grant Cardone, now he's starting to grow his income even further. So let's look at this again. This is the ad, and this is going for a very specific person. And so it's, how I build a $5.5 million business in 90 days. And that sounds crazy to a lot of people, but those people who are already successful, this might appeal to them. Some of the people who are just getting started, they might like, that sounds too good to be true. But even if you made $5.5 million, let me see what I can learn from it and see how I can, even if I did 10% of that or 1% of that, I'd be really happy. So that's what most people are going to glean from this. So when it comes down to advertising, Grant Cardone spends a lot of money. Like I said, he spends about $2-3 million a year in or a month in advertising. So he's got all of these different campaigns, and so he's got multiple offers. So this is going for a specific person. You may have seen some of our other videos where he's running those all the time as well. So he's trying to attract people into his organization, and how he's attracting you, he's got different funnels and different offers for you, but he wants to make sure that he can attract as many people as possible. And typically that's something that most people think that they're not able to do. But even the size of my enterprise, I'm able to have multiple offers and for it to get promoted. And we'll show you how to do that by the end of this video. So let's go ahead and check out his landing page. So this is the offer. A little video of Grant Cardone. Very simple. How I build a $5.5 million business in 90 days on national TV with zero contacts, just $100. And you may be familiar with the TV show Undercover Billionaire, where he talks about that. So this is what you're going to get. Your instructor, who Grant Cardone is, interactive online workshop, customizable business plan, some testimonials shared on social media and what people have said about him and the offer. And then, yes, give it to me. So we're going to opt into this. So let's select the time. So it is Monday, August 22nd. Let's go in and let's put in my information. Yeah, I could do that, but I'm going to skip that part. So let me just complete my registration. So this appears to be a webinar. And what's cool about Grant Cardone's events, before the event actually starts, as you can see here, this is a little promo that Grant Cardone does on his webinars. And it's just building up credibility, showing just showing the importance of why you should listen to Grant Cardone. A lot of other webinars just force you to wait for the webinar to start, and there's nothing beforehand, but you can hang out, learn some other things, and like I said, there's videos of different interviews, of like what you see here is Mr. Wonderful on the screen in front of you.
Greed of money.
Shark Tank.
It's about the pursuit of personal freedom.
So that way when it
Everybody in this room wants to be
so
successful, and
that's one thing that you could be doing into your business. So think about
make money.
What type of
and then eventually there comes a time in your life when you wake up and you say, "Shit, I'm rich. I never saw it coming."
Start building credibility.
I could do whatever I want, and most of the time what people do is work even harder because they like what they do. That's what entrepreneurship's about, is setting yourself free to spend your time, your day in the things that you want to do.
And then the training link,
the great part
which
about
is
it
start
is
in
nobody
1
can
minute
tell
here.
you what that is. It's only you. That's the whole deal right there.
Well, I mean, to create freedom in any business that you open is the hardest part. Feels the best, tastes the sweetest, but you got to go through a whole lot in order to get to that level. And I tell anybody that is a part of any business.
So he's going to go over some ideas
you gotta appreciate,
in this
webinar.
And these are some things that
you gotta want to be able to help others grow, evolve, mature, and you can't run a business like a boss. You gotta run a business like a leader.
A lot of people do this. This is original. To include a workbook that comes
to get to that level of
along
it comes at a high cost. It comes with a lot of risk. It comes with a lot of haters,
it's going to be
people
starting
that
in
don't
a few
believe,
minutes
people that say
here.
it won't, it can't, it will never,
so now
it's impossible,
he's doing
you're crazy,
an interview
you're
with
stupid.
Pitbull.
Why would you do that?
That's all that we're going to do,
when you can take that
at least
noise
in this part of the
and
video.
utilize it as fuel,
I might talk about the offer at the end.
Then it becomes fun.
Again, that you can go ahead and apply this into your business.
Star.
So again,
you have to have that goal.
This offer is about how to build a $5.5 million business in 90 days. And the way that he was able to do that, from the TV show Undercover Billionaire, if you're familiar with that. So in season 1, Ben Stearns, and then season 2, Grant Cardone, they were dropped off in the middle of nowhere.
This guy is inspiring. There's something genuine about Grant Cardone.
We were able to build a $1 million business in just 90 days with no contacts, just $100. Now, that's the premise of the show, is to build a $1 million business in 90 days.
I grew up in Lake Charles, Louisiana, no money, raised by a single mother. I was in debt at 25 years old.
$5 million business in those exact same
international sales expert Grant Cardone,
what most companies best-selling author,
has founded up to 14 companies now and growing.
So one of the ways, the fastest way that we know to grow a business is through joint ventures, or what is called a group marketing, where we land a customer, where that one customer might bring us hundreds, thousands, or depending on the size of the
speaker to speak about motivation, leadership, entrepreneurship, and finance.
So I want to invite you to visit 90daymillionaire.alphalifestyleacademy.com for more details on that.
This man,
if you're
guys,
familiar
changed
with
the course of my
Gary
life.
Keller of
He
Keller
literally
Williams
saved
Real
me.
Estate,
I was bored. I was
he has a
lazy,
book called
not
The
doing
One
what I
Thing.
had to
He
do.
asks,
Grant
what
Cardone
is the
changed my life.
one thing
This is
that
what
you
I'm
could be
supposed-
doing
this is what
that
I'm
would
built
make
to do.
everything
This
else,
is my purpose.
all the other work that you could be doing in your business,
This
a
is
waste
the
of time?
great secret
Like I
of my
said,
life. The
the
thing
answer
that
to
has
that
made me
question
is one
is group
word.
marketing
Help.
or joint venture. So the very first time I did a joint venture project, the very first one I did, I made a deal with Joel Bloughton, who sent out an email to his customer base telling him about my products and services. And over the next 6 hours after doing that, that turned into
Every month I write a check for
$14,100.
and we send it out
Now
to
that
families
was the first
that
deal
invest with
I
me at
did.
Cardone Capital.
Then I did a deal with Al Min, where we did a deal
I'm
with
doing
his
this for
dentist
Americans
off
who don't
with his
have much,
dentist.
don't believe
and
in
then
themselves
we worked
much,
with
because
several
that used to be me.
beauty
Hey, what did I
salons
get
in
myself
the area,
into?
provided them with marketing material.
I think it's going to be a
And
little harder
then
than
over the
you think.
next 90 days from there, that turned into
Give
3,200
more than
new
you take,
patients
and I promise you,
at an
you will
average
get
of
more
about
than you
$2,000
ever dreamed of.
per patient. And then over the next
Thank
12
you very
months,
much.
that turned into about $6.5 million. So if you'd like more details on that, well, a major shortcut and fastest way to grow your social media, fastest way to grow your customer base, visit 90daymillionaire.alphalifestyleacademy.com. So it looks like that we're getting started here with the Grant Cardone event. But take care, everyone. Have a great day, and we'll see you in our next video.
Give me a
Bye-bye.
shout out in the comments.